Hey folks, Mark and Bob here from Fire Mountain Outdoors, and today we are revisiting the Canik TP9 single action. This is the SA model. Still a great gun at a great value, but what has been the question everybody's asking?
You know, a bunch of people, first I'm going to triple check, and we're making sure we don't have any magazines, we don't have any ammo here, and this thing is fully clear and empty. Do you have any ammo on you, Bob?
I have none in my pocket.
I have no ammo, because we're going to do some stuff that we usually don't do. There was a big question about the Canik and the DeCocker, and the comment was made, why would you have a gun with a big giant off switch on the top of it? And you know what, really that's a valid question. But we didn't think that that was that much of an issue, so we didn't even bring it up. But realistically, that's what we're going to try today. This firearm is clear, Bob. Why don't you check again and make sure it's clear? Okay, good. So I'm going to try, and you're going to hold it like you're wielding it, and I'm going to try and. Okay, I was able to find your big off switch.
It was decocked.
Okay, you didn't make any evasive maneuvers, did you?
None.
We're gonna try it again. Go ahead and make it go, and I'm gonna try and get that off of you. I'm gonna sneak up on you, and I'm gonna try and hit the big disconnect button, and you're gonna get it away from me.
Because you know ahead of time that it is a TP9SA.
Right.
You know
I can identify it because I'm a gun expert who's also a thug.
Perfect.
Right. Okay. So I am now going to charge you, and I'm gonna hit your big disconnect button.
Perfect.
Okay. Now I feel like it's a schoolyard keep-away game. Okay. So just hold it out again, and I'm just gonna try and. Oh, I was able to do it.
You were able to do it.
I was able to do it. Okay. Let's. The other scenario was brought up if you were trying to.
Like rack it on your belt.
Okay. Why don't you try that and see if you can. How about your shoe?
Well, I don't know if anybody can see this, but
Pretty entertaining.
well,
I think in any scenario that I can imagine, you know, unless the only thing I could see is if you had a holster that came up and it had a hard lip, and your draw style might come up against that lip if somehow it was able, but I can't picture a holster or anything that would do that. Here, hold this. This was the super secret trick when we were kids. You know what? Karate chop. I'm gonna karate chop it. Okay.
all right.
All right. So you're aiming at my buddy. I'm a bad guy. You're aiming at my buddy. I'm gonna karate chop it.
Decocked.
All right. The Canik karate chop. Decommissioned it. Oh, what'd you just do?
I racked it.
Did you? Oh, that brought it back.
I brought it back.
Oh, let's do this again. All right. Karate chop. Oh, you know what made the karate chop even better when we were kids? You gotta warm up the edge. Remember that?
That's right.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Warming up the edge. I'm gonna karate chop it.
I'm gonna get you back on. Oh.
Stop. If I do that like 18 times, you won't have any ammo.
That's absolutely true. But, you know, we're still cocked here. You did do it once, and I was able to recock.
Right.
I'm not a trained operator, but I was able to cock that pretty quick. Well, it decock if it's dropped.
Well, cock it and drop it. Yeah, you drop like a girl. Okay, it's still cocked. It's clear and empty. Hit me in the hand. Oh!
It decocked. Hey, nicely done.
Okay. So karate chops, decock it, and throwing it on the ground decocks it. Here, you throw it on the ground. I'm gonna have a bruise. It bounced right up. Wait, stand. Throw it over there.
Still cocked.
Oh, I heard it. Maybe.
Still cocked. Still cocked. Still cocked.
I'll try it again.
Decocked.
Oh, it did. All right.
We're about racking it against the table.
So you can decock it on the edge of the table. You can, let's see if I could decock it on the edge of my pants, my pocket. Oh, I could decock it on the edge of my pocket.
See, if you're going to draw and you're pulling out and you're pulling forward instead of pulling up.
Right. So, and that could happen in a stress deal. This pocket simulates, it could simulate like you might just have it inside a heavy jacket pocket or something, and maybe not have a holster. But I can get it to decock on the edge of the fabric. So, you know, I think it's a valid point.
If you're resting on the ground with the person that you're fighting with, you know, in that kind of a stressful situation, this decocker could be a problem.
Yeah.
Canik TP9 single action decocker. Is it a deal breaker?
It's not necessarily for me because I don't like to carry a striker fired or single action firearm anyway. So it's and if I was going to, I still like the decocker option of having one for disassembly and making safe versus actually having to pull the trigger and simulate firing. So I don't think it's a deal breaker, but I think it's an awareness thing that people need to be aware of. So we thank the viewers for bringing that to our attention.
The decocker mechanism, you know, when we're not goofing around here playing karate chop and
Hi-ya! I'm good at it.
there is, you know, we were able to get it to decock in some situations, and like pulling out of your pocket. That kind of, you know, did show like a real world scenario where this possibly could happen.
Right.
The Canik TP9SA certainly can decock, and it is plausible that that it could continue to do so in future instances.
Right. Right.
I don't think that makes it a bad weapon that nobody can own or firearm. You know, to delegate it to simply a range firearm is, you know, something that it could be. I purchased this wanting to use it in like bowling pin matches, so I didn't purchase it with the intent of using it as a carry weapon.
Right. You gotta go find it. There you have it.
Canik TP9SA from Century Arms. If you want to trust your life with it, make sure you know how to use it.
That's right. And beware the decocker and karate chops.
That's right.
Thanks for watching.
Ow!
That thing's gonna kick our asses. Let's quit throwing it around.
Arms. Oh, it did decock that time. It decocked off my shin.
Well.